Good morning. I'm here. Have a big mess on my table this morning. But it'll all get handled. And I'm late and I'm sorry. I'm looking for us. There we are. Good morning. Did I already say good morning? I'm looking for us. There we are. I have a gravelly voice this morning because we were at a concert last night and I was singing and screaming. All right. Okay, there we go. And I'm sorry I'm late, but I had dog housebreaking issues this morning. I just don't know what to do with these dogs. I really, really, really don't. All right, so today is July 2nd, and the prompt is road trip snacks. And I have many favorites. All right. And I have a minute to go. And I thought I was going to be late. Well. Not so much. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Valerie. We saw a band called Lake Street Dive last night at a really small venue in Sacramento. That was fantastic. If you don't know Lake Street Dive and you follow me on Facebook, you can, myself personally on Facebook, I posted some videos, but they're pretty jazzy, 70s-ish. They're just super good. Hi, Kay. Hi, Lita. Carmen. Hi, Laura. Hi, Leticia. Anywho, let's talk about this. There's just too much to talk about, and so I'm just not going to talk about stuff today. Right? Oh, Valerie says, we've missed you so much, Carmen. Hi, Pat. Hi, Joan. All right. Hi, Johanna. Let's talk about the paper packs first of all. Oh, wait. Let's do this first of all. Okay. Let's. This is the website, creativecuteness.com. This is where you want to go to find any new products, possibly. This is where you want to go to find the old products. So some of the older things that are on the website are my books, which there are lettering books and doodling books and coloring books. I have handmade watercolors for sale. I have burnishing sticks for sale that look like this, that you use to burnish down your glue. I have lots of collage elements for sale, and I'm going to do a collage celebration, collage element, I don't know, collage celebration, I think. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be a big contest for you guys this month, where if you make something using a collage element, you can post it and you will be entered in to win like a super cool gift, which I have already finished and it's ready to roll. So, and then I'll pick somebody at random, and then your piece that you use your collage element for will get posted on the website with a shout out to you for doing it. So I'm really, really, really excited. to see what you guys have been using your collage elements for. But in the meantime, I have 2 new products coming. The washi tape is on a boat from China, so it's coming. And then today, right after class at 9:30 in the morning, drum roll, the Creative Cuteness cardstock paper packs are coming to the website. Here's how it will work. There are 3, 1, 2, 3 packs total, and you will get those 3 packs as one sale. I'll tell you why I did it that way in a minute, but you will get the Color Pop Girls, you will get the black and white, and you will get the Color Waves, all for $25. And here's why I did it that way. The reason you can't buy one is because I have had to set up my website to cover the cost of priority shipping for the books when we first set up the website. And if I had just sold one of these for $9, which is what they would have been, $9 a piece, they would have been, you would have been charged $10 for shipping, and that just seems wrong to me. So I did one of each. I think that's right. Wait, let me look that up. Maybe I did the wrong price. Hold on. Hold on. Is that right? Oh yeah, I did the right price. So they would have been $9 a piece, or they're actually going to be like $8.30 a piece when you get all 3. So there's a little bit of a discount there. So they're going to be $25 for the 3 of them. And then it's like $10 and something cents for priority shipping. So you're going to get the black and white pack, which is colorable. So like if you wanted to add color to this, you could do it with lots of different things. Then you get the color pack of Color Waves, which is the most beautiful of the packs. Then you get the Color Pop Girls, which is the cutest of the pack because you get the Color Pop Girls, and on the back side of those girls, you get a background type paper. There are 6 girls in all. In this pack, you get 4 of each of the papers. She's my favorite. In this pack, you get, I think, 1 of each of the papers. 1 of each of the papers. Okay. And in this pack, you get 4, 2 or 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 4 of each of the papers because there are less designs. Does that make sense? And what's going to happen with these packs is they're a limited run. So there are 100 of each. I have kept 5 for myself. I have also kept 5 for international shipping. So 90 of them will be available today. When they're gone because I want to make something new. The only one I'll probably keep, and there will be more of, is the Color Waves. And I might change out 1 or 2 of the patterns. Oh, wait, you get 2 of each. Yeah, you get 2 of each. I lied. So you get 4 of the Color Pop Girls, 4 of the black and white, and 2 of each of the Color Waves. All right, so I will be posting these live for sale at 9:30 this morning, okay? When they're gone, they're gone. Don't ask for more right now. It's a huge investment to lay out. So until I sell these and take a breath, there won't be any more for right now. Does that make sense? I hope. All right. Sorry. Next, I want to talk about book club because book club is supposed to be this week. That's Journal Playdate. Book club is this week for July, but it's supposed to be on the 4th of July. Now, my husband and I don't do anything on the 4th of July, so I kind of thought about doing it on the 4th of July. and then you guys can just watch the repeat or rewind or record or whatever you call it, re something. But I think I'll do it Saturday, the 5th. That's what it's looking like. And this book club at the beginning of the month is our No Excuses Art Journaling book club. And we will be doing our July pages. Okay. You order in the store. It's in the store. There is a link for it. Let me see if I can share it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So if you go to the link for the paper packs now, there's nothing there. And the reason that is because nothing has been listed yet. But as soon as it is, it will be under the paper packs on the website. Oh, Carmen said she already shared it. Okay, well, I shared it again. But it doesn't, you can't click on it now? Oh, geez, Facebook, what the actual. Anyway, yeah, so there's nothing there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I haven't clicked live yet. Okay. Okay, so it's either going to be Friday or Saturday for the Creative Book Club. If for some reason it's not Friday, then it will be Saturday. I just have to make a choice today. We have been so busy, my husband and I, with so many things I can't even tell you about. I just haven't had a chance to come up for a breath, really. Okay, so here we are with our book. This is what I've created yesterday. We did I want to take these out, I think. This is bugging me, all these scraps. This is what we did yesterday. We created our cover for our book that we're using this month. I did a shrinky dink in black and white, which I love. I used a washer, which I also love. I used lots of lace on this. Then we made a pocket here, which looks like I need to glue it down a little bit better. Let's just do that right now. We made a pocket for our first page, or it's like our cover page. And that pocket is going to hold my prompts for the month. Okay, I think that's good. Hang on. Oh, I put way too much glue in there. I guess I wanted it to stick. Okay, so that's going to hold our prompts, which are here. I did, if you go to the files section, you can print out your own prompts. I did it this size to fit in this book, and then I did it the regular 8.5 by 11 size. Are you limiting the number? What does that say? Doreen, what did you ask about limiting the number of something? Are you limiting the number you can purchase so everyone has a chance? I can't do that. I wish I could. All I can do is tell people here and on Instagram and on every page that I have shared it on to please be kind humans and only buy one to give everybody a chance to buy them. I can tell you this, however, Doreen, if somebody buys 2 or 3 or 4, I will know it. And then it's going to just make me mad. I know a lot of people do that. They'll buy 2 and give 1 to a friend. But I'm really asking to please, please, please just buy 1. Let your friend buy their own. Okay. So then this page that is opposite this is going to get this cute heart that Cindy Dietz made me. She sewed this heart. And I found a quote that made me really happy this morning. There is chaos out there, but there is peace in here. When I found it, it was on somebody else's journal page, so I can't tell you who said it. But I'm going to paint this page a little or something for the background, and this will get glued here. Okay. I was thinking of doing this, and that's a possibility. Oh, I do like it against the black. I don't know. Haven't got that far yet. I don't want to put this in because it's very lumpy bumpy when I turn the page and then I have to draw. So then I did my addition 3 times. 3 times. So I am praying and crossing my fingers and hoping that I did it right. So I have a full set of a 2-page layout to do for each day. And I wanted to just write, you guys, my pen section is so bad right now. So this is July 2nd. That was yesterday, right? Today is July 3rd. So this was July 2nd. So our prompt yesterday was camping. And we also had, most of these prompts are about food. So we listed our camping food here. Then I found this quote yesterday as well, and I changed it. This quote said, turn off the television, I think. So I said, turn off the devices, go outside, breathe. And I really, really, really like that quote. Oh, today is the 2nd? Oh, geez. Geez, Louise. Already a mistake. I don't care. My life is full of mistakes. But thanks, guys, for telling me. Okay, so that's the first. Oy vey, already. So now I'm going to go 1. You see how it soaks through on the back side of the pages? That's why we combine pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was foolish when I did these trees here this morning because I didn't leave myself enough room for the washi tape. So we're just going to make it work like this. That's what I forgot I was going to do. Yeah, I found some really good quotes this morning on Instagram. And I would love to have just a quote book where I pencil them in, or don't worry about how pretty they look. But every time I go to do that, it bothers me like I want to letter them. And so that just doesn't work. And I want to smooth these out going both directions because otherwise sometimes you get a bubble. You'll see when you make your book. So so I got 4 pages, right? And I'm smoothing. And I'm going to use Anne Kobieri Scott's washi tape again. Remember, we used this yesterday. Cute, right? I can't use the thick one, however. I have to use the thin one. We used the thick one on the first page. It was perfect. And I'm going to go a slight bit here because I don't want to cover the trees. And then I'm going to flip it. And most of the washi tape will be on this side, right? But I do have a skinny little strip there. It's fine. It works. And you don't have to use washi tape if you don't want to. You could just glue your pages together or whatever. You could sew them probably. Oh, now I want to sew them. I was just thinking how cool that would be to stitch that edge and have loose threads here. I hope there's only 4 here. It feels like it's thicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Did I glue this one? No. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. The neat round spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So we went to a concert last night with 2 amazing bands, I must say. You know how you go to a concert and, or maybe you don't, but you go to a concert and there's an opening band and you're always like, geez, I hope this band is good. because I got here early because it was general admission. So my kids and I got there early to get a good seat or a good standing space because it's standing room only. And I got to tell you, I think my kids were the youngest people in the crowd. It's definitely an old person's group called Lake Street Dive, if you want to look them up. And the band that played first was called, what were they called? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember what the band was called first. Something. Oh, the 502s. They're from Florida. So if you live in Florida, I'm guessing that's the area code, the 502s. All right, so today our prompt is what? Let's go back to concentrating. Today our prompt is road trip snacks because it's food themed. So I'm assuming that that means on a road trip, what do you like to eat? So this morning I was not shaking, and that made me very happy. I'm going to put this here. I need to go downstairs and get, I have a little cardboard piece that I put here. I think I have a cardboard piece up here. Let me look. I do have one downstairs, and these are fabulous to make um, to the size of your book. But I don't have the, I want to cut them right now, so I'm just going to leave them big. So it just makes it so it smooths everything out if you have lumpy, bumpy pages. So what I like to do is I like to take a thick sheet of cardboard and I put it through the laminator, and then I keep it with my book. So I will make one of those today, or I will go downstairs and look for mine that I had before. But it just makes it so you have a nice, strong spot. Hi, Debbie. So I'm kind of into this lettering lately. And this morning I was not shaking. Of course, now I am. And I'm going to overlap stuff. I hate capital D's, so I am going to make a lowercase d, I think. There we go. No, I think I will make it uppercase d. And yeah, I want everything to overlap. And I'm not sure I want these centers. I may take those out, all of them. I think so. Anyway, I'm into this lettering that is like offshoot, offshot. What would you call that? It shoots through each other, and then you don't, I don't even know how to explain it. You'll see. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Okay, can you see? Am I down far enough here? Let's get the action going. Action. There we go. That good? All right. And I really like doing it because when my hands shake, it's really good. Oh yeah, Kathy says you can use an old cereal box for the backing here. I just happen to have these in an Amazon box. I don't test my blood sugar. How do you test your blood sugar, Denise? Okay, so do you see I've got one line? Then this is going to offshoot and offshoot. So I am extending the line outside of the word. Does that make sense? I don't know what you would call this. I see fancy calligraphers do it though all the time. And I want this to go through there. It's really hard to do it with a O. So since I didn't feel like drawing today, I figured I would just list my favorite road trip snacks. What are your favorite road trip snacks? Do you have any favorites? Do you go to the gas station and buy road trip snacks? Because I do, and I love them. Um, we'll talk about my favorites in a minute, but I'd like to know any of your favorite road trip snacks. Like, do you pack healthy snacks like little peppers to eat in the car and apples and oranges and nuts? Or do you go for Swedish fish? Um, when we were in Utah this past week, I got the best road the best road trip snack in the morning. My husband doesn't eat breakfast much anymore except for like an apple or something healthy because that's where he's at. He's at a healthy kick. Oh, it was his birthday this last weekend and I bought him a scale. That's how healthy he's been. He was so excited to get his new scale. Anywho, we went to a Maverick. Have you ever been to a Maverick gas station? I had not. But let me tell you what, next to a Bucky's, which I've never been to either, but I am planning a road trip just to go to a Bucky's, I think. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, they had pizza. We were there on our way to my father-in-law's in Utah. And then on our way back home, it was the morning time. And I went in and they had tons of pizza out there. And I'm like, what is this? Is everybody buying pizza? So I looked around and they had breakfast burritos and that kind of stuff. Then I saw that the pizza was a breakfast pizza. Oh my gosh. It was just a pizza crust. I don't think they used like pizza sauce. I don't even know what it was, but it had eggs and ham and cheese. And oy vey, it was good. I could have eaten 300 of them, honestly, but I did not. Okay, let's take this out now. Oh, Denise says we just got one in our small town. Well, get the breakfast pizza, Denise. It was really good. Honestly, I could have eaten 5 of them. All right. So now that I've got my lettering down, I'm going to take a smaller pen. Oh, wait. Ruth Ann says chaos potato chips at Maverick. I did not get those. Donna says popcorn trail mix, string cheese, bag of chips, mini chocolate bars. Yeah. Tammy says I always take homemade cold meatloaf sandwiches, bran muffin, cheese sticks, ranch Doritos, and grapes. I took grapes. M&Ms, uh, M&M's, chips, Mounds bars. Oh, Johanna, Mounds bars were my mom's favorite, and I love them. Valerie says candy and chips. Yep. Ellen says cheese crackers with peanut butter. That's a good snack. Joan says hard to beat a road trip up the California coast. My favorite snack is the Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips mixed with pecans. Oh, Cindy says Twizzlers and Coke Zero. Well, you guys, you're making me hungry. All right, I got to get back to drawing. So now I'm using a skinnier pen and I'm going around the outside of all of these lines with the skinnier pen. And you can go fast, make your lines really kind of crooked and crazy, or you can go slow and hope for the best. I will usually circle around twice, but you can do it 2 or 3 times. That is up to you. And I really over exaggerated my lines just so you guys could see. Normally, I don't work this hard at it. I just kind of go quick. If that makes sense. So, when we went to Utah, we had to cancel the appointment with our dog trainer guy because it was kind of an emergency trip to Utah, or a quick trip to Utah, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And the one thing he was going to help me with was potty training these dogs. I took him out this morning to go to the bathroom because we got home really late last night. At midnight, we got home. Took the dogs out. Everybody peed. Nobody pooped. So this morning, I took them out at 5 o'clock. Everybody peed. Nobody pooped. Then I was going to take them out at 6:30, I think. Like an hour and a half later. That's what I normally do. And yep, I came out to the living room and everybody pooped and everybody peed. And they also peed on the floor of our bathroom, which they never do. So I really need to get this guy out here to help me. I'm at my wit's end with poop and pee. I have 2 big problems with these dogs. Pooping and peeing in the house. That's really cute. And the other big problem is, Donna says Bucky's Beaver Nuggets and Tootsie Roll Pops. Oh, all right, we're gonna put a road in here. Anyway, I can't get them to stop pooping and peeing in the house. Oh, and barking at other dogs. That's it. Pooping and peeing in the house and barking at other dogs. If I can accomplish that with these dogs, I don't care that they do anything else. Honestly, it would be lovely. You know? I can't figure it out. But I also had it with them, so they went in their crates while I'm doing class, which makes me super sad because then I look at them and they're not happy and I'm not happy, and it's not a happy day. They will come out as soon as I'm done. We'll go potty outside. Here's the interesting thing. They can be home, like they were home from 5 o'clock yesterday when we left until midnight, and nobody pooped and peed in the house when we were gone. Anywhere. And then I can take them out, and an hour later they'll poop and pee in the house. I don't know. I just don't know. It's insanity, I tell you. Insanity. Okay. Gonna get some yellow. How did they do at your father-in-law's house? Good. They did pee in the house once, but that was it. I took them out. They did fine. Oh, Terry says Utah truffles, dark chocolate with sea salt. Well, that sounds good. All right. Gonna put my road in first, just with a yellow marker. A Caron pen marker. Karine. Wish I knew how they pronounce this. Do you know that this Caron pen company is from Poland? Karen, where is it? Karin. That's how you pronounce Karen, because my friend Karen Denver is Karen, but do they pronounce it that way in Poland? I do not know. Okay. I do love that I can go across the page, 2 pages. Do you know what I mean? Oh, whoops. Shirley says, our pup was doing that too. I'd be outside forever with her trying to get her to go, and she wouldn't. And then she came in and went in the house. I found if she didn't go within a few minutes of going out, we'd come back and try it again 10 minutes later. But here's the thing, they both peed and pooped this morning outside. And then they did it again inside, so I don't know. All right. When I was a kid, Terry is getting way too personal at this moment. So this is a personal moment. Get ready. Terry says, when I was a kid, I couldn't poop at school or anywhere but home. Some kind of poop anxiety. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. I'm going to write snacks here. I assume that's what Leanne wants us to do with this one. I assume it's snacks, right? Because it's food themed. So, or maybe it's just what do you eat on a road trip? But I'm going with gas station snacks, my favorite thing. All right. We're going with bright colors here. And I want them to overlap if humanly possible. We'll see if it is humanly possible. I'm going to do a little bit of mixed up rainbow here. Putting pink next to red. I normally don't do that. It just sounded like fun. Oh wait, I need a bright orange. That is a good iodine orange, I would call that. Very cute. Good colors. Terry, along that line, I know we shouldn't get into a PP conversation, but how do men go to the bathroom in a urinal? I couldn't do it if you paid me to go into a toilet situation with a bunch of women and pee. There's no possible way if there weren't doors. Is it just our upbringing that makes that the way it is? I just don't know. I asked my husband that the other day and he's like, it's not a big deal. Like, well, kind of is for me. I couldn't do it. Denise says, like guys who are pee shy in a public restroom. That'd be me. I could not do it. When we were in the middle of the Utah desert, I thought Utah and Nevada had cleaner rest stops than California. I went into a bathroom at a rest stop where I thought I was going to gag and throw up. And we were truly in the middle of nowhere. So I took the dogs out to go to the bathroom. This is way too much information. So if you have trouble with too much information, then don't listen. Anyway, took the dogs out. They went pee, put them back in the car. Brent went over to a tree and peed. That's what guys do. I just stood by the car because there were no cars around me and I just peed. I just peed. I mean, I had no choice. I had to go pee. Would have been much harder if I had to poop. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But there were no cars for 100 miles or whatever. It's definitely the middle of Nowheresville. Okay, well, that's pretty, right? My big problem is, are there men listening today? Because I'm getting way too personal. My big problem is, as a female, we have to use teepee. So then I had to take one of the dog's poop bags and put my teepee in it until we got to actual civilization to throw it away. Okay, that's way too much info. I'm not done with this yet, as you could well imagine. Let's write our snacks in here. Let's get that dry first. I am good at peeing in the middle of nowhere, I must say. I have learned that from camping. It's the TP part that's hard when you're in the middle of nowhere. Jennifer says, I really hate public restrooms, sometimes no choice. I always try to do McDonald's or Carl's Jr. or Walmart, Target. But when you're in the middle of the desert, you can't do that. Denise says you could always pee in my driveway like that old man did a while back. I remember that. Terry says, oh, no way. I was in Italy and went to the rest stop kind of thing. And the toilet was 3 holes in the ground. What? 3 holes in the ground separated by about 3 feet from each other with feet prints painted on each side of the holes. I guess so you know where to stand. Ah! And took that away, the urge to pee, and I got back in the car and went to my hotel. Yeah, I would have held that also. No way. No way, Jose. All right, let's get our Karen pens again. Karen pens. The pens from Karen. And I don't really have a red. That's as red as it gets. So hopefully it shows up. It will. Makes a nice noise though, right? I like it. I think I'm going to go polka dots in the whole thing. I'm not feeling very creative today because we got home at midnight. So Brent did not go with us to the concert. He hung out with Atticus. He stayed and watched Atticus. He doesn't know what he was missing. It was a great concert, but what can you do? Tammy says, that's how they are in China. Well, I'm not going to China anytime soon then. Can bet your sweet Bippy on that one. For sure not. Jewel says, oh, try peeing while in overalls in a public restroom. Oh, I've done that before. It isn't fun, you're right. There was the cutest drummer in the show last night at the concert, and he was wearing white overalls with a bright, like this color, iodine orange shirt. Oh, so cute. He was a cutie patootie. Letizia says, in Mexico, you have to pay to use a public restroom. That's a great idea, actually. Jewel says, oh, try peeing while in overalls in the winter with 6 feet of snow on the ground and being pregnant. Oh my gosh. Pass. Pass. All right, enough with this pee talk, you guys. Some new people might come here and go, I am never going back to that group at all. All they did was talk about peeing. So we better not scare too many people away. Did I tell you guys about the crash that almost happened when we were in Utah? My brother-in-law was driving my father-in-law's Suburban, which I call my car because my name is on it for when he is no longer available. That's what my Karen calls dying, no longer available. So my brother-in-law was driving it. My father-in-law was sitting next to him. This guy who was a firefighter, I think I did tell the story, made a left-hand turn into the road, 89, if you're from Utah. down by Zion and Bryce. And he narrowly missed a big rig, a big diesel truck. He should not have pulled out into the lane because the big rig did not have enough place to stop. He didn't have enough time to stop. So he had to slam on his brakes, and this guy almost hit him. And the big rig almost hit the car. And in the process of him slamming on his brakes, he had a giant generator in the back of the truck, which fell off the truck and almost hit the Suburban. My brother-in-law had to swerve into the ditch, and the car behind us almost hit it. It was very frightening. That's all I'm going to say. Very frightening. And then in the middle of the Utah desert, I hit those little birds that are bonsai birds that just go flying like they're going to fly right into your car. Well, I hit one and I didn't hit it. He hit me. But I cried and I almost couldn't drive. And my husband's like, "Do you want me to drive?" And I said, "No, I'll be okay." I don't think the bird is. But it smack dab in the center of the windshield, it left a bird imprint that was like dusty. I don't know how to explain it other than dusty. It was so sad. So sad. Poor little bird. And then another one flew into the windshield when I was driving, but I didn't hit it. It pulled up. It got the altitude it needed to get out of the way. But then yesterday, on the way to the post office, another bird flew out in front of me. It was a turkey vulture. And I clipped its wing, or I thought I clipped its wing. I went back on the way home to check and see if it was okay, and it was not there. I didn't feel so bad for the turkey vulture, I guess, but not as bad as I did for this poor little birdie. But then last night at 11 o'clock, when my son was driving us home from this concert, a black cat ran out in front of him. He had white paws, so he wasn't all black, but he had to swerve and almost slam on the brakes. And the guy behind us that was traveling too close to us almost hit us. I'm not done yet. And then on the way home from the concert, on the freeway was a baby deer in the center divider, in the center medium against the concrete wall. And he was separated from his mommy and he couldn't get back over the freeway. And my son wanted to stop, and I'm like, "You can't stop. You can't, because you'll put us all in danger. Keep driving. Sorry. I love that little baby deer, but not that much." I'm just adding some extra little stripes here. Just some fun to make it a little funner. Right? Now, I have a choice. Denise said, "Bunnies have been crossing my path lately." Oh, we saw 2 bunnies too in the middle of the Utah desert. Cottontail was one of them, and a jackrabbit was the other one. I don't know if I should have done this, but I kind of like it. This is a Lottie Da gel pen. Lottie Dottie. What is it? Lottie Dottie gel pen. And I really like it. I like all of their gel pens, actually. So we're doing dots and dots. Dots and dots. So my husband and I are calling this year for us Concerts Over Cruise Ships, because a lot of our friends are going on cruises, and we've decided that I don't like cruises personally. I get sick. Yes, and I've tried everything, and yes, I've tried 3 times. Anyway, So we are choosing going to concerts and spending our money there rather than cruise ships. Not that it's really a choice, but that's what we're calling this year. Concerts over cruise ships. Okay, that is cute, the black in there, right? Cuter than just the dots by itself. I do love the crunchiness of the page, I must say. All right, so I have an idea before we put the washi tape on to try. I think I will. I'm thinking. Yes. Jewel said I found a few of those sets at our TJ Maxx. I'm just going to warn you guys who are buying those pens at the TJ Maxx stores and Marshalls. Sometimes they're going to be dried out and you're not going to be happy when you get home, because the reason that they're at TJ Maxx and Marshalls is because they bought them from the company at a big closeout. So they could be very old. I'm just telling you, I don't want anybody to be sad, but they could be old. That's why I buy direct from the company. All right, I'm gonna do one more thing here. We're gonna add some extra color on the outsides of some of these letters. Maybe not all of them, but maybe all of them. That's a different color, yellow. Anytime you buy something from Marshalls, I don't buy pens from Marshalls or from TJ Maxx because I've had that problem happen before. You get them home and then they're not going to give you your money back because they're pens, you know. Cute. I like this lettering a lot. It did take a little bit of time to do, but I think it's super cute. Okay. Right? Cute lettering. Let's list our snacks, shall we? I'm going to use my Lottie Dottie gel pen because I really like it. Joy says, I bought a set of watercolor brush markers at TJ Maxx and one of them had no color, just water. That's probably because, Joy, you use that as a blender pen to blend your watercolors together. So that's probably okay. So I'm going to write kettle chips, all my favorites. Kettle chips. My very favorite is Garditos. Do you know what those are? I am a sucker for ho-hos, ding-dongs, Coke, fountain drink. It has to be from the fountain or I don't like it. Fountain drink. Slurpees. Swedish fish. Salted. This is why I can't take my husband because we can't do salt anymore. Salted cashews. Baby Bell. Do you like Baby Bell cheese or Laughing Cow? Baby Bell. Grapes. I do put some good stuff in. Grapes. Pita chips. Uh, oh, Shirley says banana Slurpees. I have never had one. Unfortunately, that is now my mission to find a banana Slurpee. Have you ever had a for real? It's F apostrophe REAL. It's the milkshakes you get from the gas station. It's a mechanical machine that you put your money. No, you don't put your money in. You buy the milkshake, then you take it to the counter and pay for it. And they are so thick and fabulous. I like gummy bears. I like apples. Brent needs to do his own snack bag. Yep. Denise says, so far I could go shotgun on your road trip. Come on, let's go road tripping. Um, Mounds bars. We said that already. I like Cheetos. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to spell Cheetos. I'm sure that's spelled wrong. I love cold milk on a road trip and any cookie. So I'm just gonna say Oreos. Uh, Trying to think what else I pack. Oh, two E's. I fixed it with a capital E. I got a lowercase e and a capital E. Cheetos. Um, I also like bean dip and tortillas, but I don't think I'm going to put that down there. Let's do burritos. And I'm going to finish it off with my favorite road trip snack, McDonald's. And I think I spelled it wrong. Oh well. McDonald's always. Always McDonald's. Yes, please. And thank you. If you want to drive me through a McDonald's, I am there for you every time. Oh, licorice. I forgot those. Puffy or crunchy Cheetos? I like them both. I'm pretty happy. Woody, I'm gonna let you out in a minute. You look like a dog on um oh, now I wish I hadn't done this. Oh well. I have to continue now. Woody looks like a dog on the commercials for a sad dog. He's sad. Let's use the other white. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh well. Wendy's for us. Oh yeah, I did spell McDonald's wrong. Thanks. Hey, I can't be creative and have to be held accountable for my spelling. So yesterday in the news, locally to where we live, and you guys may have seen it, a fireworks place blew up, like exploded. A place that makes or stores fireworks. I don't know if they make them or store them. So like everybody locally is up in arms that there's not going to be any fireworks shows locally. I don't really care. I like to watch the fireworks on in Sydney, Australia, and then go to bed. Is that what it is, Sydney? I think. Yeah, I wish I hadn't done this. It was cute without the white. Or isn't there a fireworks show at the in Washington D.C. with like an orchestra and all the really good American music? And I don't mean Bruce Springsteen. I mean like, America the Beautiful and Oh Say Can You See, all those. I would sing them, but it'd be a close to a Roseanne Barr singing event. And we don't need any of that. I'm just gonna circle around with these. This one. I do love this white Lottie Dottie pen. Writes really good. The white and the black are both really good gel pens so far. And I don't know if it's because they click and go back down inside themselves, but they're good. I think I gotta fix that dark blue. Because this one I went around several times. Okay. Did I tell you guys that we are not driving to Kansas now? I was kind of sad at first, and now it's like a big sigh of relief because we're saving a ton of money. It was going to be so expensive with the dogs to travel with them, and I don't want to leave them for a month with family or anybody, really. What did I do wrong here? Oh, nothing. So yeah, we decided not to drive. Someday I'll get my Highway 80 road trip. Gotta do this one. I went too perfect here, and all the rest of them I swirled around a bunch. So yeah, no road trip for us. Okay, well that's cute though, right? I could take time if I wanted to and color in all the centers of all the letters, but oh, the Boston Pops. That's the one I'm talking about. Yep. Was the explosion the reason for the helicopter the other day? Oh no, the helicopter was definitely here because of the power outage. All right. So this is July 2nd, right? We decided that. Uh-oh. I did it again, you guys. Ugh. All right, so here's my idea. I'm going to put it in because I don't want to forget tomorrow. Oh, look at that. It really soaks through. We're going to glue these pages together. It's very crinkly because paper is crinkly. Because of the watercolor, probably. So I got 2 pages glued together there, and I'm going to glue 2 pages together here. This was not my plan, but I messed it all up. That is typical. Typical Lindsay. Okay. There. And I'm going to use this one because it's 2-sided, I think. And I'm going to do a scallop, but I have to leave a border on the bottom because it's going to insert between 2 pages and then 2 other pages. If that makes sense, because I don't think I can use washi tape now at all. Oh. Okay. So I've got 2 pages glued together here and 2 pages glued together here. So I'm going to put this here. Oh, Valerie. Now there's a thought. I didn't think of that. Maybe I better call on that. My daughter sent her Bernese Mountain Dog to a train and board facility. It was very expensive, I must say, but the dog was really good after that. Okay, so now we're going to glue the edges down, and we'll have a scalloped border here. And we're going to glue this one to that one. Ready, set, go. My pages did wrinkle a bit, but I don't care. So that's cute on this side, right? And then what we'll do before we start tomorrow's, we'll put some washi tape here. And then that, oh man, that's really cute, right? I may need to have several of those flaps. So let's find out what our prompt is tomorrow. Tomorrow is picnic. So I really need a red picnicky looking one there. Okay. Well, that was cute and fun. And I'm done. And it was fun writing all my road trip snacks. Now I can tell you for sure, all I want to do is go to a gas station and get me some snacks. Uh-oh. I dropped all my pens out of my bag. Hang on. They're all sliding. Look how pretty they look though when they're in here. All the yellows and oranges, all the greens, all the blues, all the purples. This was all the blacks and the browns, but they fell on the floor. All right. Have a really good day, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow when we are going to do picnic. I have no idea what we're doing, but we'll do something. But I am really liking the big lettering. So I might just write the word picnic. I don't know. And maybe write a little poem about a picnic. That could be fun. We'll figure it out. Have a great day, you guys. See you tomorrow. Love you guys. Okay, bye.